In 1999, my friend who was the military administrator of Edo State, he wanted me to be governor. You find your way in America, you have to work for somebody who will give you a license to start a business. Everybody is looking for money, and they are looking for money in a hurry. Any Nigerian, if you see any Nigerian, suspect him. If you look at the history of 419, now called Yahoo and all that, look at all the people that practiced it. They didn't succeed over time. Children from wealthy family in Africa, the moment they see that there's success, they start to take things for granted. The Igbos during the war, they lost everything. Today, they are the richest tribe in Nigeria. In 1999, my friend who was the military administrator of Edo State, he wanted me to be governor. And I declined because I didn't think it was going to be possible. With the benefit of hindsight, I'm happy that I declined. Because if I had become governor, I wouldn't even know what to do. I would have ended up just doing what everybody is doing.
As at then?
Yeah, as at then. You make some road here, you build a school there, you do that. You shout that you are governor, you are working, and everybody say you are trying. And then in the end, you wouldn't get anything accomplished.
Okay.
If you are a governor, if you are a president, start to think about how we can manufacture things. Because the difference in terms of additional value in monetary terms is so humongous that if we continue to rely on exportation of commodities, we are going to continue to complain about our well-being, about our growth, because it will never happen like that.
Okay, let's bring it down now to the ordinary Nigerians, because they are the recipients of some of this harsh economy that we are facing today. How does financial literacy contribute to developing a wealthy mindset? Because it seems some of us are not really independent when it comes to financial literacy. Help us out.
Well, look, everybody is looking for money. And they are looking for money in a hurry. The way the economy is structured in such a way that there are so many oppositions against an investor. The moment you invest, people come and start trying to discourage you, put taxes on you, and it's quite frustrating. But nevertheless, Nigeria is still the greatest country. I tell you that because you can wake up today and say, I want to start to build a hotel. You can wake up tomorrow and say, I want to start a trade on iron. I want to open a pepper soup joint. Nobody will stop you from doing it. If you find your way in America, you have to work for somebody. Who will give you the license to open a hotel? Who will give you the license to start a business? The odds are stacked against you. Of course, they will tell you there's no discrimination, but who will patronize your product? So here is a place for everybody. And we are here, we are proud that we are Nigerians. If you are an entrepreneur, you must have that determination and be prepared to fail. People don't want to fail, they want to succeed all the time. It's not possible. You are going to encounter a lot of problems. People are going to discourage you, are going to frustrate you. A Nigerian is a liar. If you see a Nigerian, suspect him.
That is succeeding?
No. Any Nigerian, if you see any Nigerian, suspect him.
Oh, every Nigerian is a prime suspect.
It's a suspect. A Nigerian will never tell you the truth. You called me, or where are you? I told you, I said I'm at your gate.
That was what you said.
And I was at your gate, right?
Yes.
Many people will tell you they are coming and they will not come.
Definitely.
That is what you get all the time. So it's not a problem of...
Could that be the reason why we are not progressing?
There's many reasons. That is one of them.
Okay.
One of the reasons is, look, you work with people and you make plans with people. When it's time to implement it, they disappoint you.
Okay, mentorship. To an extent, young minds don't want to be mentored. How do mentorship and networking play in fostering confidence and building a solid mindset in the hearts of the young ones? Let's
When you want to be a Yahoo,
Mm.
when you want to be a Yahoo, who is going to mentor you? You have to go and look for a Yahoo man to mentor you. The Igbos, after the Civil War, I was picked up from the boarding house in 1967 when the war started. My father drove in, picked me up and took me to the village. So I have an awareness of what happened to the Igbos. Before the Civil War, everybody called me Igbo. They see my mother, I would say, Mama Igbo. Why am I saying this? The Igbos, during the war, they lost everything. And they were given 20 pounds each. Today, they are the richest tribe in Nigeria.
Okay, Doctor.
Due to mentorship.
Now, you made mention of generational wealth. Very important. How can people move beyond personal success to build generational wealth while maintaining confidence towards thinking positively?
It is a big problem because, see, children from wealthy families in Africa, the moment they see that there's success, they start to take things for granted. And so you see that there's always a shift. People that are rich today, 50 years ago, were very poor. They were those that worked for the entrepreneurs in those days, their parents. So today they are rich. And what will happen to them too? 50 years from now, their children will become lazy, and those that work for them will become also rich. My struggle is to break that cycle. I think I have done that. I was able to stand on my own feet and continue to fly the flag of EIE, FNIE, who is in heaven. I represent him with all my strength. I'm working tirelessly to ensure that my children will be able to continue the legacy. It's a serious problem in Africa, and I just hope that when you have families, the parent, the father is talking, the mother should be saying the same thing. And it is very difficult for Africans. I don't know whether it's our DNA or I don't know what to call it. You talk to people, they will agree with you, but they end up doing the opposite. It is a big challenge. Whereas I know people that work with us more than 40, 50 years ago that are in Europe. Their parents are late now and the businesses are thriving. But here in Africa, it is not so. You have gossiping. Once a man gets married, his wife will come in, his children will come in, they'll start fighting their brothers. They will hear rumor from here, hear rumor the other, where everybody start fighting each other and all that. And people are not serious. But I believe that with the passage of time, we will begin to see that there's a need to have continuity. There are some examples already where you are having continuity, and it requires people to work together. The problem is that black people, they behave like, if you are familiar with the animal world, they behave like leopard and tigers. They don't behave like lions. Lions, they work together as a team. The dog pack work together as a team. And they are more successful. You can see a pack of...
because of teamwork.
A lion pride will bring down an elephant. But one tiger, of course, the tiger is stronger than the lion, cannot bring down an elephant. Because of teamwork, they are able to do that. Here in Africa, everybody wants to stand on his own because he doesn't trust the other man. There's always the issue of betrayal.
Okay, now let's quickly look at a more pressing issue. We live in a time where young people want to make it quick. You know, they want to do fraud. They feel doing fraud and engaging in other negative vices will help them to get money quick. You are someone that have strived in business. You took over a conglomerate and you're pushing it very fine. What advice do you have for this young lad?
If you look at the history of 419 now called Yahoo and all that. Look at all the people that practiced it. They didn't succeed over time. The short run, yes, they will succeed. But in the long run, they always fail. It's like kidnappers, like armed robbers. They can never have a situation where they will grow forever. So, even if you are Yahoo, you go and start a legitimate business and stop that. If you want to continue to do that, you will not be able to succeed over the long haul. The day will come when nemesis will catch up with you.
Okay, quickly, finally, before we let you go, what are the challenges that we might encounter in 2025?
Well, I see the fluctuation of the naira as a constant problem. I don't know how we are going to deal with that, but I know that if we have a long-term plan, we'll be able to. There's something wrong with the naira being 1,200 to 1 if we stabilize it at that, and then we'll know how to work around it. You cannot have a strong currency if you are not manufacturing things. So it's a mirage to think that one day you just wake up and naira will be 1 naira to $1. It's not even in our interest to do that, because if we start doing what I'll be talking about, which is industrial manufacturing, we will need for our money to be a little weak in order for us to be able to export.
Okay.
That's why Japan, what do you think is the value of one Japanese dollar to a yen?
Well, I don't have that.
You don't have any idea. It's not less than 70.
Whoa.
All the time they are pushing them, they should bring it to 50. They will never agree. The Chinese are always pushing their currency low.
So if they are pushing their currency low,
Yeah.
will it have any value?
No, you see, when you are manufacturing what you consume, it doesn't matter to you whether your currency is low
Or not?
All you want is you want to be able to export, because imagine, let's assume we are able to manufacture things now and we are exporting, and today is 1,200 or 1,600 to a dollar, and you export goods worth about 10,000. Suddenly you don't have 17 million naira. But if the value is 10 to 1, how much do you have? 1,700. So you see that you are not being encouraged.
It reduces.
Yeah. So there's an advantage to that. But the catch is that you must manufacture things. You cannot be an import-dependent country and your currency will be devalued. You put pressure on the common man.
Talking about pressure on the common man, the policies of this administration, over time we've heard that things will get better, and Nigerians have been advised or encouraged to bear with this government. Looking at some of the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, do you think these policies are favorable?
Look at it. I was watching his speech, and he mentioned that debt service dropped from 98% to 68%. That is a positive result. Don't forget that during the Buhari administration, I voted for Buhari. And I voted for Buhari because when he was in government, I was a student in the US, and we heard that Buhari brought so much discipline to the system. And so we were all clamoring for him. And people that knew him said, no, don't vote for Buhari. That man is a lazy man. It was the devil that did the job. It was later on we discovered that it was true. But are you surprised now that banditry has reduced?
It has, to an extent.
Huh?
To an extent.
Okay. So, Abacha, for all the things that he did, what he's noted for is that he said, insurgency, the last more than 24 hours, government is involved. So, Buhari, during his 8 years of administration, we witnessed the most chaotic period in the history of Nigeria in terms of safety and public welfare. But now Tinubu has been here now for about 18 months, and I must tell you, whether we want to believe it or not, the pressure on criminality in the north, we have a presence in the north, so I can tell you that for sure, has reduced. It is safer now in the north. Everything moved from, if you know the system, what has been going on, it was initially northeast. When Buhari became president, now it became northwest. And he's from Daura in the northwest. So you will imagine, why should it be that Buhari, who is from the northwest, there's so much banditry going on in his place? So why should it be so? It seems that because it's a Fulani, who just population is just about 9 million people in Nigeria, and they believe they own Nigeria, he gave them a free hand. They became untouchable. And now that he's not there, some sanity is beginning to return.
To return back. Okay, Dr. Caesar Iyai, it's always a pleasure to have you on this platform. And of course, we would like to have you again so that we can take it from other angles. We appreciate you for coming.
Thank you very much. In 1999, my friend who was the military administrator of Edo State, he wanted me to be governor. You find your way in America, you have to work for somebody who will give you a license to start a business. Everybody is looking for money, and they are looking for money in a hurry. Any Nigeria, if you see any Nigerian, suspect him. If you look at the history of 419, now called Yahoo and all that, look at all the people that practiced it. They didn't succeed over time. Children from wealthy family in Africa, the moment they see that there's success, they start to take things for granted. The Igbos during the war, they lost everything. Today, they are the richest tribe in Nigeria.